So who's ready for Mad Science? Where we break it down scientifically. So in this episode of Mad Science, we are going to mix together vinegar, water, and a little bit of food coloring for some effects into a baggie. Then we are going to put baking soda into a tissue pocket, and we're going to move this Mad Science experiment outside. Then we're going to put it all together and we're going to see what happens. So Panthers, I'd like for you to hypothesize what you think is going to happen as this experiment unfolds. I would like for you to make a guess as to what you think is going to happen and then watch and see.
So here are all the supplies for our science experiment. I got these all from my kitchen.
So we've made sure we've gotten all of our supplies for our Mad Science experiment. So first, we're going to use the baking soda. We are going to put 3 tablespoons of baking soda onto a common everyday Kleenex. One. 2. 3. Mad science or not, we're going to make sure we make precise measurements. So then we're going to take the baking soda and we're going to fold it up into a pocket, into the Kleenex. Then we're going to set that aside. You want to see the pocket? There's our pocket of everyday ordinary baking soda. All right, the next, we're going to open a Ziploc baggie. And we're going to pour 1/4 cup of water into a measuring cup. And remember, we're doing precise measurements. And then we are going to pour it into the baggie. And we're going to measure 1/2 cup of Heinz all natural distilled white vinegar. Any vinegar will work for this experiment. Any white vinegar. So we've poured our 1/2 cup of vinegar. And we're gonna pour that ever so carefully into the baggie. And for Mad Science theatrics, I thought we would add a little bit of food coloring. We already know that food coloring is soluble in water, so we're gonna have no problem taking a couple drops of this and dyeing our solution. Let's mix it up. We're gonna zip our baggie up. We're gonna mix our solution up. And now we're gonna move our Mad Science experiments outside. See you in a minute. So now we're outside and there is our baggie with the white vinegar in it mixed with the water and some food coloring. And I have the packet of baking soda right here. So I'm going to take the baking soda and I'm going to slip it into that baggie as quickly as possible, and then I'm going to come back here to safety and then we're going to watch what happens. I'm going to open the baggie, I'm going to drop it in, and I'm going to close this as quickly as possible. Oh, this is Mad Science. Well, let's just watch and see what happens. This is Mad Science. I'm gonna get close for a second. I'm gonna get close so that we can see if there's anything going on. Oh, and look, there's some kind of reaction happening. It's bubbling. You can see it bubbling and the baggie is starting to expand. We better back up. We better back up and make sure we observe from a safe distance.
There's a really loud bird out here chirping.
Let's zoom in on it anyway. I can hear it's making a fizzing noise. And it's kind of pointing towards me, so I'm gonna move to the side in case something happens. Safety first, remember. Even in mad science, safety is important. Ooh, it's inflating, it's making noise, it's bubbling. What's gonna happen, Panthers? Wow, look at it from this side. It's starting to froth. This is definitely mad science. Oh, it exploded!
So what you just witnessed was a chemical reaction between the baking soda and the vinegar, which created carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is kind of like the bubbles in your soda, except for this one was way crazier, but this is mad science. You can do this at home, but make sure you do it outside because it might not be that dangerous, but it is messy. Just like when you shake up a bottle of soda and you open it, but way crazier. But this is mad science, and we caused an explosion.
So we've just completed our mad science experiment where we mix water and vinegar together with a little bit of food coloring for special effects. And then we added baking soda inside a Ziploc baggie. We put it down and we stood back, and actually we got a little too close for a second because this is mad science. And we watched it as a scientific reaction started to occur. Now what happened in that baggie was the baking soda mixing with the vinegar and the water caused carbon dioxide to develop inside the baggie, just like in the soda. And the carbon dioxide had nowhere to go until the baggie exploded. So that was this mad science experiment. Wasn't that crazy? This is until the next episode of Mad Science. Bye, Panthers.